We've got some new leaked details about the redemption and the end for Kylo Ren in Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, and you know we gotta talk about this.
It's like the news, but for nerds.
What's up, everybody? It's Josh. Welcome back to the channel. I've got so many crazy videos coming out. I'm just catching up with stuff, getting back from vacation. So if you could do me a big favor, make sure you get chop like on this video. That would really help us out. And now let's get into the spicy stuff. And I want to stop to issue a spoiler warning. If you're one of those people that's not checking out the leaks, not checking out anything potentially spoilery for Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, get on out of here. No hard feelings. Come back later and see if we were right. But I also wanted to say that those of you that have been watching the videos and you're like, I can't get a read on you, Josh. What's going on? You seem like you hate the leaks, but you seem like you pumped about some of the leaks. What's going on? I just want to say that I think it's super unfair for anybody to make how they feel about the leaks how they automatically feel about the movie. I know this might be hard for people to understand, but I'm not a big fan of some of the things that are in the leaks, particularly the ending, but I'm going to try as much as I can to not let that affect how I view the film. The film, given the context, the acting, the music, and everything, I'm going to try to just let that hit me, and so that's a totally different experience, and we all owe it to ourselves to try to go into this movie and just experience it for what it is. So we're talking about the leaks right now, but that's really just speculation on something that might happen, and we don't have all of the answers here. So we're just gonna have some fun speculating, but I don't want you guys to think that like, oh, I think this movie's gonna suck because I'm not super thrilled with some of the things in the leaks. Okay, so now let's talk about the pit. And yes, the pit at this point that Kylo Ren will be yeeted off at the end of this film. It's literally become a meme at this point. Like, it's amazing. If you go on Reddit and you see some of the threads about some of the big news coming out for The Rise of Skywalker, you'll see people comment things like, get in the pit, Adam Driver, or JJ's like, I'm getting in the pit or you're getting in the pit. Get in the pit. That, along with never to be seen again, has become super memeable because it was just hilarious. The way Pax's broke the ending for Kylo Ren left pretty much everybody that read it with the same reaction. We're all like, really? And so new details have emerged courtesy of leaks coming from Jason Ward over at MakingStarWars.net. He's been releasing a ton of crazy leaks to drive his Kessel toy run, which is a really cool thing. You should go check it out. Buy some toys for kids on Amazon. Help out a good cause and get some kids that are in hospitals some sweet Star Wars toys for Christmas. So go check that out. But in one of the recent uploads that Jason did talking about the ending, he gave some more context for this ending with Kylo Ren and Rey. So let's go over it. Let's talk about the ending and let's talk about the new stuff. So what we thought was happening and what the speculation was based upon leaks was that at the end of the film, Kylo Ren will show up to help Rey on Exegol to face down Palpatine. Now, he will, of course, have to fight the Knights of Ren. They're going to do a number on him, but he will defeat them, and then he will come side by side with Rey, and they will stand before Palpatine. But oh no, this is exactly what Palpatine wanted, because these two together creates a lot of force power. There was this thing called the dyad in some of the leaks, but basically, Kylo Ren and Rey, when they're together, super powerful, and this is where the line in the trailer comes from where Palpatine says your coming together will be your undoing, because when they're together, Palpatine's going to siphon off all their force power, revivifying or rejuvenating him to his Revenge of the Sith type of body, and he's going to literally suck all their power out, and then he's pretty much won. And I have to stop here for a second and talk about this healing power that's in the movie. Rey shows this healing power a couple of different times in the film, and it apparently is a power that you can only use if you're really pure of heart and you're totally on the light side. So Rey's able to use this light side ability to force heal people. Interestingly, this is also an ability we see the baby Yoda try to use in The Mandalorian, which is really cool. But either way, Rey is going to showcase this power a couple of different times. Now let's fast forward back to the end of the film. Now, when Rey and Kylo Ren get their force power siphoned off, apparently now, and this is a scene that was apparently added in reshoots, Kylo Ren uses this same force healing ability, not only to showcase that he is now completely on the light side, but he uses the last of his life force and energy to heal Rey using the force healing ability. Now, when he does this, he knows it's the last of his energy, and he knows that likely Palpatine will now kill him, and so he's essentially sacrificing his life to give Rey some of his power and to allow her to have the ability to defeat Palpatine. And so this gives a little bit more context to Ben Solo's sacrifice at the end of the film, and it's not going to just be like a Looney Tunes type thing where they both show up, get their force power siphoned, and then Palpatine's like, yeet, and then blasts him off of the thing, and then he's never to be seen again. So to me, I think this really helps the scene. Now, again, we're talking about leaks, we're speculating, we're just having fun. We've got to see the film. We've got to see how it hits us, and there's a lot of different things that could happen in the scene that could make it totally work. Number one, I think the weirdness of Exegol is going to really help this scene because there's apparently like this big cube that's floating there. It's all like white and weird, and the planet in general is supposed to evoke these feelings of mysterious dark power, things going on that are beyond our comprehension. And the audience is really supposed to look at this stuff and just be like, wow, there's some really dark side magic going on here. There's almost limitless possibilities. I have no idea what could happen. And this will help out with just the weirdness of this scene because a lot of what's being explained in this scene just sounds weird. A lot of interesting force powers are going on, but the fact that it's going to take place on Exegol, I think will help this scene kind of translate to people, and it could also give us the potential for Kylo Ren to survive past the pit because it's just such a weird, powerful setting. I also believe that the performance and the dialogue here is very important. Now, we heard that Daisy Ridley and Adam Driver had just finished shooting reshoots very recently, and they were both working on the final sequence of the film. It is likely that they were shooting this scene right here. And look, if the acting and the music and the performance of these two characters in this moment totally plays, then this scene's going to totally work for everybody. It's not going to feel like Adam Driver is just blasted off of a cliff and that his ending is meaningless. It'll actually have a lot of meaning if he indeed heals Rey, sacrifices himself to save her. It's a better arc for him. It's a better finish. And with the context, we could totally buy it. Now, I do think that despite this being kind of a better ending than we had originally read from the leaks, I still believe a lot of people will want Adam Driver's Kylo Ren character or Ben Solo character to be alive. And there are technically ways this could happen, but it's pretty doubtful according to the leaks right now. Now, this is where a big sort of point of contention comes from fans because a lot of people believe that Adam Driver will survive and that they will show that at the end of the movie, but that would have had to have been something that was shot in secret that next to nobody knows about because the leakers would absolutely love to talk about something like that. Right now, it's rumored that Adam Driver will be the local on Tatooine that asks Rey who she is, but a lot of leakers have said that is not going to actually be in the film. So could there be a scene, a secret scene that shows that Ben Solo is still alive? For sure. But it's also possible that Ben Solo just is alive. I mean, first of all, the Emperor gets thrown down the shaft of the Death Star core and it explodes, and yet he is still alive. So a little thing like being blasted down a pit on Exegol, not enough to definitively end this character. And if we never see him at the end of this movie, we could see him again in the future of Star Wars. I mean, again, what did I just say about Exegol? It's a really weird place filled with dark side magic and almost infinite possibilities. This is a very crazy set, and it will lead us to have all of these theories and speculative ideas about how he could come back in the future of Star Wars. And so even if they throw him down that pit and we don't see him at the end of this movie, he could still be alive. And so I just wanted to talk about that. I wanted to talk about this new context for the ending. And what's really important here is, what do you guys think? What do you think about this new detail being added to the end of the film? Do you think this helps Ben Solo's arc? Is this a better ending than him just being yeeted off the cliff? And what are your hopes for the ending itself? Do you think the leaks are going to be real? You hope they're completely false? Whatever you're thinking about this, let me know in the comments section below. And please remember, this is not supposed to be how we go in and just judge the film. We're speculating. And even though I'm pretty sure the leaks are accurate, I'm still going to do the best I can to just let the film hit me and experience the film for what it is and then decide how I feel about it afterwards. So look, that's where I'm at with all this. Again, just let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And now let's shout out Glenn White. Indeed, Toro Calican is the name of the young bounty hunter from the 5th episode of The Mandalorian. So shout outs to you, Glenn White. And now let's ask another nerd card question. A little bit of a softball here, but I want to know, what was the name of the lady that Luke Skywalker marries in the expanded universe and what is now referred to as Legends? That's right. Who did Luke Skywalker marry? Answer that question in the comment section below. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.